Here we go. Guys, I am so incredibly excited because today we get to explore one of the coolest pieces of tech in the entire galaxy. This is the TXQSaber, styled after Darth Vader's iconic weapon. Is it really the best value saber? Let's find out. So we have just got to start with this hilt. Let's take it out. Oh my god, this has got some heft to it, guys. This is made of all solid metal. Oh my god. Super, super high quality. Looks absolutely spectacular. There we have it. We have an SD card there with our sound fonts installed. And check it out, USB-C charging. I am so happy to see that.
Charging.
So it looks like we can connect this to an app by Bluetooth, I suppose, to customize all of the different sound fonts and etc. This saber has a ton of different features, guys, which I will demonstrate for you. Next up, we have this little toolkit. Inside, we have a USB Type-C charging cable, a small Allen key tool for attaching the blade, as well as, I believe, 5 screws in here. And the rest is just padding, which means we are ready for the blade itself. Now, this blade is supposed to be able to duel, so it is a very strong blade. I believe it's made of a polycarbonate, so you can smack this thing around and it will survive. Okay, so there are our retention screw holes just there. Pop one of our screws in just here. Really lock it in. We do not want this blade to go flying out while we're using it, do we? Now, this pommel looks super legit, okay? It's hollow, and the outer parts here, which is where you might choose to hold it, is rubber. So it is nice and grippy, and it's actually quite comfortable to hold despite its unusual shape. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with these lightsabers, there's actually 3 different types of illumination. There is the standard RGB baselit type, which basically just has a little torch in here that kind of shines up the blade. And those can be quite affordable, but really they don't light up the blade evenly. So this one is the SNV4 Pixel Blade. And what that means is that there is a strip of LEDs running all the way up and down both sides of the saber, which allows you to do really cool ignition effects, such as having the blade come out evenly, and it makes the entire blade nice and bright. I can't wait to test this. Darth Bubble is here to remind you to smash that like button like you are smashing through the Death Star if you are enjoying this review so far. Now, what do you think, Bubble? Should we take this saber for a spin? Let's do it. Yes, let's go. Okay, the moment of truth. You ready? Here we go. Holy mother of God. Look at this thing. Oh my lord. Okay. Oh. Wow. But that was just a taste, guys. Let's take it for a spin. So now that you've seen how badass this saber is, let's go through some of the functionalities and how it operates. At the moment, I'm connected on the iPad to the ForcePark V2 app, which is the one I would recommend. This one allows you to control things just a little bit easier. We are connected at the moment. So one of the functions you have by default is some background music. By aiming the blade down and twisting while holding the button, you can cycle between different background songs, which is pretty cool. If we angle it up and do the same,
Dark Sith Red.
We can swap between different sound fonts.
Skywalker. Yoda.
Okay, there's Yoda. Okay, so obviously one of the big functions is the sound it makes when you swing the blade. Next up, if you hit the blade, you'll see this light up deflection. Okay, now I have found that this isn't always activated, so I would recommend cranking up the sensitivity on your ForcePark app to make sure this always goes off. Okay, the other option you've got is to jab, and as you can see, it sends a beam of light out the end of the saber. You can press the button a single time to deflect bullets, and if you hold it down for a second and then release, you get this blade lock up. Okay, you press the button once more to release that, so really cool. Now when we're facing down and hold down the button, we can change the blade color. Okay, number of different cool blade options here. Let's go back to green for Yoda, but one really cool one that I wanted to show you is the rainbow blade, so we'll get to that in a second, but check this out. So you're meant to be able to turn the saber off by twisting the wrist, but what I've found is that even on the max sensitivity, this is not very functional. So to get the twist to happen, I usually just give it a twist like that, and you can use that to activate it as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the rainbow blade. So we're going to hold the button for 3 flashes.
Rainbow blade.
All right, you ready for this? Look at that. Very cool. Oh. A very cool effect to have. There's also a few blade ignition effects.
Hunter ignition.
Check that out. Infinite blade. Now this is another rainbow, but check this out. It's more like the whole blade is pulsing, which is very cool. All right. And there's one other little effect that I wanted to show you.
Fire blade.
All right, let's put it on fire blade for you. And as you can see, we've got this kind of flame-like effect coming out the end. Now the last effect I wanted to show you is the tip drag, which is where when you stab something, the lightsaber tip will light up and glow, and it looks really cool. Ready? Okay, see that there? You can look like you're melting, and then you stop. So to do that, you simply hold down the button and stab, and that's how that works. Now I will say, guys, there's one setting that you must adjust in the app, because when I got mine out of the box, the blade length was not configured correctly, and so when I did tip drag, it didn't know where to light it up. So I'll show you on the app how you can adjust this. All right, so I'm in data modify on the app. Now my current length of the blade is 117, which corresponds with my 92 centimeter blade. But if I crank this down, you can see that you can have as short of a blade as you want, and you really want to optimize this to be at the very tip, because if it's too far, like the max is 144, what happens is if I do the tip drag, you can't see any drag on the tip. So I found the sweet spot is 117. So there you have it, folks. A super cool and affordable budget lightsaber. Now, all of the NeoPixel sabers on the market that I inspected, this TXQ brand saber is the best value that I have found. Now, you'll often see other NeoPixel sabers going for more than double or even triple the price of this TXQ saber. Now, you've seen the quality of this for yourself. It's incredible bang for your buck. So if you are thinking of wielding one, check the link in the description below or visit genie.us/lightsaber for more details. And they're actually on sale right now, and there's a massive variety of hilts to choose from. I'm talking Vader, Anakin, Luke, Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, you name it. And by the way, you know that feeling of excitement when a package is on the way to you? I'll tell you what, it is 10 times stronger when it's a lightsaber that's on the way. So, which feature of this TXQ saber excited you the most? Was it the sound, the blade effects, or something else? Comment below. And with Halloween right around the corner, if you want to become a Jedi or a Sith, I'll also leave a link to the Sith robe set for you below so you can check that out. But whether it's for cosplay, your collection, or just the love of Star Wars, this TXQ Saber not only looks the part, but truly brings the Force to your fingertips. And remember, of all the NeoPixel options, this brand offers the best bang for your buck. Make sure that you are a subscriber so you don't miss our next review. A massive thank you to our Goat Crew channel members for supporting the channel, you absolute legends. Click here to pick up your own TXQ Saber. Here's some more great content for you to watch next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next review. Bubble, no, do not eat my lightsaber. No.